When you become a parent, you don't expect to end up with a sick child. And it can be a hard reality for some parents who end up with a NICU baby, which is a baby in a neonatal intensive care unit. Sometimes these babies end up needing care for just a couple weeks if they've had some problems in the birth. And some babies are born prematurely and require months of a NICU stay. And learning how to care for a NICU baby can be challenging. There's a lot of training that goes into it, and it can be tedious work. Lots of babies in the NICU will go into the NICU and get the care that they need and grow, and then they'll thrive for the rest of their life. And other NICU babies have a harder time thriving and need extra support through their life. Sometimes just when they're children, sometimes longer. It can be lifelong conditions. My son Nathan is 6, and he was born at 26 weeks and was in the NICU for 4 months, and he's one of the babies that is going to require lifelong care for some medical complexities. And there's lots of trainings that go into caring for him. And today I'm going to tell you about the environment necessary to care for a baby coming home from the NICU, and specifically a central line and how to care for a central line. A central line is a IV that is placed in the chest or sometimes in the arm, and it is a way that some of these babies and children can get all of their nutrition from these central lines. In order to keep a child with a central line safe, they need a clean environment. They are susceptible to a lot more germs than a normal child, and because of the central line, bacteria can easily slip into the line and get into the bloodstream and cause bloodstream infections, which can be life-threatening. So there is special precautions when caring for the environment and keeping it clean and safe of bacteria from pets. If you have pets, you have to be mindful of the germs that they bring in. You have to be mindful of places you take the child, and it's a lot to think about for a parent, especially new parents to the NICU. Another part of caring for a child with medical complexities from the NICU or outside of the NICU with a central line is the need for home nurses and trainings. Home nurses are great resources for families with children with central lines, and they can come in and help you care for your child. They do weekly lab draws, and they can help you with weekly dressing changes. And sometimes that can be stressful, but a lot of the time for parents, it's a big help and a peace of mind that your child is being cared for in the best way possible. Caring for a line and setting up a central line is tedious work, and it takes a lot of time in the day. So parents have to be dedicated to the care of their child. For Nathan, he's on TPN for all of his nutrition, and he gets it for lots of hours a day, sometimes up to 16 hours a day. And when you're setting up his TPN, you need a clean workspace, and you need to keep it sterile. So you have to wear gloves and a mask, and you have to make sure that there's not going to be any environmental bacteria that's going to get onto your work surface that you're trying to keep clean. And it can be very stressful. I know when I was first starting to learn how to care for the central line, that's all I thought about in the day, because it was stressful and I was always worried about bacteria getting into his line. The other steps that you have to take is making sure that they stay healthy in regular life. So when they play at parks or go to pools, you have to be aware of the dangers of that. And if even during baths or going to the pool, they wear aqua guards that keep water out of the line. So today I told you about babies that are born in the NICU can sometimes have short-term medical needs or long-term medical needs, and it can be hard work and scary for a parent. I told you about caring for a child with a central line and what that entails.